Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I. Joe 2003. Now for this year, I only have, well, 3 vehicles out of all the vehicles that there was. And well, there is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So there's 30 items. How many vehicles? Well, there's a laser cannon and a base. So you got about probably 28 vehicles. Maybe, yeah, about 27, 28 vehicles. All depends. But anyways, you have 30 items, so. I do have the Cobra CAT2. This one here is pretty cool. And well, it doesn't have a tow hitch. Jeez. This was new out of the box before. And the package really kind of sucked because it was an open package. So it doesn't even matter. Well, they're cheap out. They don't give it a full box. They give it a half package. But anyways, this is a pretty cool tank. It is just like the Mobot. Oh, it is. But only this one's for Cobra. Just like all those other versions of it. So anyways, it does take batteries. And remember, there's the switches here. Just turn this. It's not, you know, you can get a remote control car for like next to nothing. Hasbro couldn't even make this remote controlled. You know, just cheap and out all the time. But it does look cool in red. So it's a crimson tank. The cat. Now, what is the acronym they have for cat here? So, yeah, Crimson Attack Tank. And it does come with an, how you say, Crimson Immortal Guard, which we don't have. So anyways, I do only have 3 vehicles for this year. We do have this one here, and I believe that is a Venom cycle, yes. And it came with a Cobra Venom, or Viper. And I believe it is this one here. So this is a cool little cycle. It does fit the figures pretty nicely. I usually just put the dreadnoughts in this. This is just an extra missile that's on the side here. So you can see clear as day. Now I don't think I'm missing any parts, but I am going to have to double check just to be sure. Because, you know, you never know if there is missing parts when you buy something. But it doesn't look like it. It's just there's an extra port for a part that you could add on to it. Or maybe no, I am not. So in any case, this here is a cool little cycle. And well, we can put Vipers on it. And there was a few Vipers for this year. Holy, this one has never been even. It's like stiff. Never even been played with. So he's super stiff. And we'll just have to move our Crimson tank over a little bit. Now we did another video before, and we're not making any dominoes yet. On motorcycles when we were doing the 1985, I think it was Mirage. Silver Mirage. So this is supposed to be like some sort of Gatling gun. So it's got some little detail here. I mean, this would be nice if it just popped off. Kind of looks stupid. But again, it is what it is. We're going to put another version of Big Ben in here. Ooh, he sits in there comfortably. Alright. This cannon you can move to the other side, but again it's hollow underneath, so on this part here. So it kind of looks silly. there's an open slot here for something else. So you can't really, unless you want to put this backwards on the other side. They just cheaped out. Anyways. So again, it's got some cool detail. It does have a kickstand. Alright. Right on. Now, there is a Conquest for that year. Oh yes, there is. We do have a Conquest. It is awesome looking. Very nice. The Conquest. Now, do they have any special names for that Conquest? Nope, it's just the Conquest X30. It did come with a pilot, and I do have the pilot. Only I decided to make him a custom because I really didn't like the fact that he has a weird looking mask. So I took his head off here, and I believe if we just click on the Conquest, we can show you the crappy mask that they put on his face. And the pilot was a slipstream version. Again, looks really retarded. I don't like it. It looks very stupid. So it's a really bad design. So I took a head and put it on here. And, well, made a cool looking figure. And I believe that might be Tracker's head on there, because I did take him apart for that. So there is 30 vehicles for this year. And the figures, I think I counted about 38, and I have 12. So again, we're gonna take a quick look through the vehicles. There is a glider, it looks like, the air assault. Then there is a little battle blitz. Just cheaped out, eh? Tiny, another little battle blitz. Alright. Then we have the Cobra Treadfire. Looks interesting. The Cobra Treadfire again. This one might be cool. Cobra Ringneck. Never ever heard of that. Then we have the Venom Cycle. Hopefully that works nicely. We just toned down the lighting, so. Anyways, there's the Venom Cycle. Another Venom Cycle in red. And there is Conquest Mountain, Cobra Mountain. Then there is a gun station. A Desert Coyote. Again, these vehicles are quite tiny. This one isn't. The Crimson Command helicopter. And then there is this. I don't know. This doesn't really look that big. Hover Strike. I don't even know if that's a real vehicle. This is a tiny vehicle here. The Missile Storm Chopper. And then there's, I guess, MUV. This looks like a space vehicle that they took from another line altogether. Star Force, I think it is. Polar Blast. And there's the Patriot Grizzly tank. That's just huge, I heard. And the Night Attack Chopper. That looks cool as well. They have the Road Rebel. The Sky Sweeper Jet. I do have one of those in red. Well, 3 of them in red. But Smokescreen Transport, which is another just Hummer. And there is a Wave Crusher, which is not the same as what they made before. This might be cool, this little Spitfire. But again, the Spitfire is a British plane. So these people that name stuff really don't have a clue. This is the Cat, and there's the Crimson Immortal. Gosh, that I don't have. Now there's a Toys R Us exclusive. That's the Striker. And that is this one here, the Conquest X30. And I can't believe it. They have a mobile command center base for that year. That is very impressive. And then there is a Snowcat. You know, I do have this one on the shelf. And we did look at it in another video. Because I thought it might have been the 2010, so I think I confused it. Then there is another HISS tank. This is a nice HISS tank. It's bluer. And there is the torpedo. And well, we didn't go over the vehicles for 2002. I mean, I don't have any for that year. And it's really sad. So we will take a quick look, a real brief look, at the Snowcat. Because I think this one is missing parts anyways. So anyways, I don't have all the parts for this one. But again, I liked it. It was cool camouflage color. Canopy's open. There you go. And again, not too shabby at all. I like the newer version where you can actually just put the missiles in and push the button. So again, it does have a tow hitch. And I did like the camo. So it's pretty much the same as the first version. I think that was 86. They came out with a Snowcat in 86 probably. Anyways, I don't know if we have time to go through the 2002, but we will really quickly. Again, there's a carryover in the Night Rhino. And then they have a Assault Quad for 2002. A cool Brawler. Cobra CAT2, which is this Rattler I almost got before for $40, but he sold it. And that is like a gold color. Then there's Cobra Mantis Sub, Cobra Hiss, Destro's Dominator. I really didn't like that tank. Had another headquarters. This looks cool, this night attack helicopter. And then there is this one might be cool, the Sand Razor. This is pretty cheap. Let's put a giant cannon on that. And there is a Crimson Strike Team Hiss. And that's a convention exclusive. Most convention exclusives are pretty much impossible to get unless you've gone there. And now the war in Ukraine, well, China buying time before they make their war. I would assume most likely, because if China is building towards war, building more weapons, increasing their, military spending, then Russia's buying time. So all of you in the Western countries, you might want to just, produce 6 times as much as what the opposition's producing for weapons. I mean, China might wait a year because Russia's giving them uranium. But also you got Iran that Russia's giving uranium to build nuclear bombs. And Iran wants to destroy Israel. And just like before the 6-day or 7-day war, whatever it was, I think it was 6-day war, that all these Middle Eastern countries went against Israel. The communists are basically backing all the same countries again. And well, we know Iran wants to nuke Israel. So, and why? There's also an American base there. So that is one of their key targets. The communists. They want to get America out of the Middle East. And they're turning the, Saudis and all that against the West. Meanwhile, all that wealth that they got from the oil all came from the West. All that Western oil that, you sold to America and all the Western countries. Saudi Arabia backstabbing the States. Then you got India playing both sides. But China still would invade India. Whether they are siding with the West when the war happens or not, who knows. But India is basically supplying Russia. And then you got all these Western countries also buying uranium from Russia. It makes no sense. But nonetheless, China is probably waiting until they get more nuclear weapons before they do attack. And they would have probably 1,000 more or double that. Because who knows how much uranium Russia's really giving them. So China might wait another year before they go to war. Or China might just go to war anyways. So I wouldn't hold it past. I would definitely just be waiting. China is going to war with the West regardless. So prepare, build up your stocks of everything times 6.